Hey guys, this is Noble Struggle here with part 25 of the Siege of Kamino. We are on round 8 of Xwing in the attack phase. The first person to shoot will be Anakin and the Squid. 3 dice. 2 hit, 1 hit, 3 hits because he has a focus to turn those over. And with that, all shields are popped. He's down to 10 health remaining. Now, he's the only 6 on the board. Now it's Obi-Wan's turn at 5, rolling 3 yet again. That is a hit and crit. He gained a turret disabled. So I get to flip over one of these 2 cards and make them offline. And I made this guy offline. And when he suffers a damage, he will suffer an additional damage next time. Now Shak Ti's turn, still within range 1 into the Squid. But she rolls 4 dice because she has the ETA2. That is 2. Oh, target lock, reroll. That is 2. Oh, she has a focus. That is 3 hits. And this Squid is down to only 4 life remaining. And still Ahsoka has to fire. V19 into Vulture. That is 1 crit. And this guy's still alive, but after he moves through an enemy ship or adjust, or an obstacle, suffer 1 damage. So basically, if he flies over anything, he will die. LAT from rear to tries, rolling 3. 2 hits, nothing to do on either of them, so that's 2 damage. Killing 1 try and leaving 1 damage on the remaining tri-droid. Removing this guy real quick. Range 2 to range 2, rolling. That is a crit coming in. And luckily he has a shield. Tri-droid against Counselor ship, range 3. A crit and a hit. His extra weapons is offline, and he recovers 1 less next turn. That is a serious hit to the Jedi Counselor ship. GC Counselor, not Jedi Counselor. You know what I mean. Ahsoka, range 3 into Squid. She has no extra ability. She can use the Force. Ooh. She can turn 1 of those to a hit. So there's not much going on there that affects this guy in general. But now he's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's at 2 life remaining. He's got to get the rest of his group out, otherwise they will not deploy. Range 1, HMP into Kenobi. That is a solid hit. That's 1 damage in total, but that was an awesome attack by the HMP. V19 versus Vulture. He has a reroll. Doesn't do anything. V19 into Tri-Droid. That is 1 hit. Tri-Droid is now down to 1 life remaining. Rear of LAT to Tri-Droid. That's evaded. He's still living. GC Counselor into Squid Droid. That is 2 hits. Well, I hit in the crit. I gotta research what a jam token is again. So basically, it cancels out a hit, target lock, a focus, those things. He doesn't have anything onto them because they bumped. So he'll get a jam token and cannot do any of those special abilities next turn. Alright, now he's going to go ahead and spend those 2 energy to go ahead and flip this guy back over again. And then this will go down 2. And then what will happen next is he will only gain 1 for this turn, so that's good. And then we'll just do the shields after the attack. 4 dice into GC Counselor. That is 1 hit and 2 crits. After all that, he's still alive, but he's only at 3 health remaining. He took all those extra crit damages, gained a jam token and everything else, and he is still kicking, but he probably won't be for much longer. Keep in mind, he's already took out 1 Squid. He's came in half damage from Armada, and he is kicking butt still. But dear God, these guys are pummeling this new GC Counselor ship or whatnot, because they want to make sure they have a free reign for Squids to keep on running through. And even though the Republic still have plenty of fighters, they have no more GC Counselor ships. Oh shoot, I forgot. This guy still needs to shoot this guy. 2 dice, attacking for 1. That he has a target lock to reroll. And he has a focus to change the mode. There we go. And that's another couple of hits. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's at 3 health remaining. Honestly, all 4 big ships are almost dead. But now it's their turn for payback. Squid versus Kenobi. Kenobi will use the Force to change one of these guys to a evade, leaving him at just fine, no damage taken. This Squid into the Shock T. That is... Oh, she can use the Force too. Yep, there we go, Force. And Shock T is good too. With that, all these guys have now shot. The only thing we have to left to remain is the Buzz Droid, which will do a damage to both Anakin and Obi-Wan's ships. And I'm out of big damage cards. I'll tell you what, if Anakin and Obi-Wan wasn't going to make it into the city of Kamino here next turn, they would potentially both be dead. And with that, that is now the end of Xwing, and now let's set up for Legion. But the first thing we got to do for Legion is deploy the B1s and deploy the Aquas. And all of a sudden, the Separatist forces are starting to make landfall. And the clones that are out onto the tabletop for right now are looking really thin. Honestly, we only got 2 squads of B1s. Correction, phase 1s and 2 turrets. That's all the Republic has. But 3 Jedi are coming in next round to go ahead and help. But they're going to need these LATs to get here sooner rather than later. And these Aqua Droids are close to the first objective right there. And these guys are close to the secondary objective in the center. If they take out these clones, they're halfway to already winning the ground battle. Alright, the B1 group is set up with Owen in the lead, Farquaad as the machine gunner, and Logan as a B1 on the side. Alrighty, Republic is choosing the ambush, while Separatists are choosing the push. Republic will go first. And one thing I'm still trying to remember and or figure out, do I roll all the dice together in one, or do I roll them separately per weapon? Let me read real quick and find out. Alright, to my understanding, you roll them all together. So all of these dice versus Aqua Droids in 3, 2. That. And thanks to the heavy weapon or whatnot, he was able to change a surge to a crit. But these 2 go into the armor. So only 1 damage can be blocked by the droids. Basically, we roll this and see what we get. Ah, that's cocked. Let's try it again. Nothing. So there's 1 hit going into the Aqua Droids. And they are a 3 health menace, so they do not even die by that. Oh, sorry. Technically, that suppression goes away at the end of next turn because you lose 1 per every phase. And then, so they're going to aim and then shoot. So the aim will allow them to reroll 2 dice, rerolling 2 dice. And that is a hit and a surge, which they can't convert to surge, but the hit can possibly go through, and we'll roll an additional dice. It does not, so nothing of that mattered whatsoever. Moving on. All these going into clones, they have cover 1, so 1 damage will be avoided. 1 damage avoided, and then that's a hit and a crit. They will have to roll to defend. Rolling 3 defense dice. That is a save, and I think 1 is dead. No surge abilities or anything, they're basic clones. And that buddy right there is gone. And for this Kevin guy over here, we do technically have 1 reg still alive, and we'll call that guy Kevin in the turret. And to finish off their turn, the Aqua Droids have moved in the melee range against the clones, making sure that no other clones can shoot into them. Now here's the tough call. Turret into B1s or turret into Aqua Droids? Honestly, I don't know. The B1s are going to decimate clones easier. But these Aqua Droids are going to be hard to kill, and this guy rolls a 3 dice. Let's leave it to fate. Evens, battle droids. Odds, Aqua Droids. Evens, battle droids. Alright, against battle droids. 3 hits! Hell yeah! With that, Separatists get to roll 3 defense dice. 1 is alive, 2 are already dead, leaving this down to 7 B1 battle droids. Next things are these B1 battle droids. With that, all B1s shooting into turret, all of these, rolling 4 defense. That is 2 defense. I'll let him not have any surge token conversion. So that is 2 crits to the turret, or 2 damage. He only has 5 health, so he's down to 3 health remaining. And I'll see you guys next time in the Siege of Kamino, where we'll finish Star Wars Legion.